Hey guys, and welcome to the first episode ever of Turtle Tracks. On this show I will review every single Ninja Turtles episode from the first two series of cartoons, all the movies, and anything else I can get my hands on. There is a lot of material to work with, so this show should last forever. Ninja Turtles started off as a comic book created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird back in the 80s. This version of the Turtles is still my favorite, because it was violent and gritty. The cartoon came about in 1987, the year I was born. It started out as a mini-series to sell toys for playmates, but it ended up as a phenomenon that seems to have never really let up entirely. They're still making toys and they're still making movies. With the new movie out already, I kinda thought it seemed like a perfect time to start this show that I've always wanted to try out. Now, I cannot stress to you guys enough how much of a fan I am of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. From the time I was able to process images and say things, Turtles was all I cared about. I had the toys, the sewer set, all that good stuff. I had toothbrushes, the lunchboxes, shampoo. Talk about mass marketing, it's pure genius. The only other thing I can think of that was marketed as well was Pokemon. Not a fan. Anyways, moving on, each episode of this show will take the name of the episode of the series. So this one, fittingly, is called Turtle Tracks, the very first episode. Turtle Tracks tells the origin of this particular universe in the Turtles multiverse. This episode plays out actually kind of like the first 20 minutes of the first movie. April O'Neil and her news crew are reporting about ninjas stealing science equipment from all over the city. The scientist she interviews, by the way, has concrete proof that these are Japanese ninjas.
And look at this rope. This can only be the work of ninjas, the ancient band of Japanese warriors.
And how can you tell that from the rope, Professor?
Well, look for yourself. It's made in Japan.
April is attacked by a non-mutated Bebop and Rocksteady.
We got a message for you from the big boss man.
The Turtles naturally save her. She faints when she sees them, and she's taken back to their lair in the sewer. Michelangelo even wants to keep April as a pet like she does in the original movie.
She stays here with us for the rest of her life. Can we keep her?
So far, I also want to say this is a lot like a kiddie version of the comic book as well. When April wakes up, Splinter tells her the origin stories of all the Turtles.
Donatello, whose simple wooden bull can disarm any adversary. Raphael, no sword on earth can withstand his side. Leonardo, his swordsmanship is unmatched. Michelangelo, master of the whirling nunchakus.
And master of the whirling pizzas.
Did you see that? Leonardo's part was so lame, being the master at katanas.
His swordsmanship is unmatched.
That was not that great. Splinter does indeed tell the story of Uluku Saki and Amato Yoshi. Tomato Yoshi. Yeah, you know what I mean. If you're a Turtles fan, you'll know in the movie, Yoshi was killed by Saki over jealousy because he loved Yoshi's girl. In this one, perhaps it was because it was less violent, they just made Yoshi turn into a rat after being banned from his clan. Of course, Splinter finds the Turtles walking around in ooze, and they grow. You know the drill. Splinter gets touched by the ooze. The last thing he touched was a rat, so he turned into a rat. Plus, we get our first weird list of toppings for a pizza.
Pizza time!
Who had the pepperoni and ice cream?
Yeah, I want some of the jelly beans and mushrooms.
Yeah, give me a slice of anchovies and peanut butter.
April says she wants to tell a story about the Turtles on her news program. They strongly disagree. And this is where they start mixing up the Turtles' voices and their bandanas and their weapons and stuff. This happened a lot back then. Here is Donatello with Raph's voice.
Wait a minute, did I miss something here? Ain't you up on current events, lady? We just saved your life.
Nice going, Raphael. Only half the people on the street saw that.
I'm Leonardo.
I really don't know Michelangelo.
I'm Raphael.
I'm Donatello.
Those trench coats are disguises that April got them because this happened.
Monsters!
April and the turtles go above, and April gets abducted while the turtles, of course, are eating pizza. The turtles find some foot soldiers and are shocked that they are robots, as we all should be. We all know Saki is Shredder, so that's what I'm gonna call him. He has cameras all over the city, and he finds out that the turtles fight just like the Foot Clan, which makes him believe that Yoshi is still alive. Shredder says that he doesn't want them to find out about the Technodrome in which he dwells.
They must not discover my Technodrome.
All foot, return to the Technodrome at once.
Technodrome?
Shredder messed that plan up. At the end, the turtles find out that Splinter's old enemy is still alive, and they want to find him. This episode is legendary, and it came out just slightly after I was born, so I never actually watched this episode till today. And I gotta say, it was pretty fun and kind of exciting. It brought me back to feeling like a kid again, waiting for boring old Oprah to be over so I could watch the Turtles. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Do you feel like this episode compares to the movie at all? Or how about the comic book? Please send me your comments, and don't forget to go outside. Bye! That Magic Production.